Good morning, students. Welcome again to e-commerce video lecture. Unit 4 we are discussing. Unit 4 consists of electronic data interchange. Different concepts we understood through part videos. So total chapter we make into 8 videos, 7 topics we understood with half an hour discussions. This is the last video, that is the EDI and e-commerce. First video, I explained definition, history, and what are the documents used by EDI partners or the traders, the users of EDI. Next, second video, EDI process, components of EDI. And the third one is features of EDI, advantages of EDI, disadvantages of EDI, limitations of EDI. And the fourth one is different types of EDI. Direct EDI, web EDI, mobile EDI, EDI versus EDI via AS2. Okay, all we discuss. Then steps for the implementation of EDI software explained in fifth video. EDI applications, present EDI applications are also explained in sixth video. Legal and security privacy issues is very important question, and please go through in textbook also for this answer, and that is as a seventh video. Now EDI and e-commerce. So how the EDI is working in e-commerce, we are understanding in this video. So EDI and e-commerce. So EDI is three types. One is a traditional EDI, new EDI, EDI like that. Okay. Traditional EDI is a replacement of the paper and one-to-one mapping between parts of a paper from field of electronic forms called transaction sets. So it is in the form of physical forms which we are filling up for the transactions, either payment voucher, receipt voucher, purchase order form, sales order form, invoice, like that. So it covers two basic business areas. What are they? Trade data interchange, transactions such as purchase orders, invoice, and acknowledgements. Physical forms are, one is used for trade data interchange, another one is electronic fund transfer, automatic transfer of funds from the banks and other organizations. This is traditional EDI. And it is divided into two camps, that is old EDI and new EDI. Old EDI is created those working on the next generation of EDI standards in order to differentiate between the present and future. Old EDI is used for mapping or creating the next generation EDI standard. Once any EDI standard is generated or created, and they will be changing one by one, modifying one by one to suit the present situation. Then coming to the what is old EDI? Automating the exchange of information pertinent to business activity. Earlier, they usually exchange the documents, letters in the form of mail and telegram, like that. So automating the exchange of information pertaining to business activity. Trade activities were changed to the electronic form whenever the electronic revolution came from 1991 onwards in India, and in earlier also it is in automating the exchange of information pertinent to business activity. computers were entered into business, each and every document, wherever it is possible, they try to share between the trade partners or business partners. It referred as the current EDI standardization process, where it allows every company to choose its own unique proprietary versions. Okay, whenever we are discussing about history of EDI, so usually which is the EDI was started with the reservation, railway transportation documentation. Okay, usually in transportation documentation, and there will be way bills are there, purchase vouchers are there, and many forms are there. So first the old EDI, they starting with the paper exchange. With that exchange of the paper, then the EDI committees are they come across with the standardization of those papers into computerized or EDI documents. EDI documents. Very simple to understand is so suppose railway reservation is there. In very old fashion is putting on the paper, and later they created a document whenever any person who visited the railway reservation counter, and there is a form is there. If they filled up the form, automatically the ticket will be printed. Reserve ticket will be printed, which is the copy of old written format. Written format. So now what they did, railway people, and they make into a computerized form, computerized printable format, and which is help exactly the reservation, written reservation. Now the demand draft also, demand draft, check printing, okay, purchase order printing, invoice printing, all these were developed with the help of the old EDI tradition, old EDI tradition. And for each and every one, they prepared a standard forms or formats. Now coming to the new EDI, it is refocusing on the standardization process. Every time, and whatever the software is updating, as well as the processes are updating each one by one. And earlier only computers were used in very few businesses. Now each and every business is using the computers, and they have their own. Some companies, MSMEs, are having their own software to connect each other, like that. So, and now the process of documentation or standardization has been changed. Has been changed. Okay. Now the UEDA is focusing how to change the standardization and how to upgrade the standardization. In this, the structure of the interchanges is determined by the programmer who writes a program. So how the software is coming one by version, 2.1, 2.1.1, 1.2, 3.2, 4.2, like that. Windows was started 3.5. Starting Windows version operating system is 3.5. Presently, we are using Windows 10. Okay, later what we are getting is how the versions are coming, means how it is upgrading or developing day by day according to the present users. The standardization process is also documentation standardization process also upgrading or developing day by day. Structures are changing, communication methods are changing, communication protocols are changing. Okay. So these are the interchanges. Structures for the interchanges is determined by the programmers who write a program. So old tradition was totally withdrawn, and presently new tradition is going on. Okay. It removes the long standardization process. Technology is improving, technicalities are improving, document papers are reducing, and computerization is increasing. Automatically, long queues are long process long methods of processing were minimized to minimizing. The job of the programmer is to increase the processing time, reducing the process, increasing the reducing the processing time, and making the documents available very fast and quick, transparency and authentication. That in these 4 or 5 points, each programmer will work on that. Okay. Now coming to the Open EDI. It is a business procedure that enables e-commerce to occur between the organizations where the interaction is of short duration. Okay. So where very few businesses are needed, less documentation and less standardization, and there they can put on open. It's like our Play Store. So all the softwares are all the apps related to available. Okay? No need to buy any. But when you come to the Apple, you need a software or an app, you have to buy that. Okay. So Open EDI means for the small organization or for the usage of the EDI documentation or EDI usage is short duration, then this standardizations, the softwares are. It is the process of doing EDI without a upfront trading partner agreement that is currently signed by the trading partner. Here, to communicate email, for sending email to you, I need not get your permission. But in the case of trading partners, they have to had an agreement between them for sharing the documents because it is financial implications are there. So in this Open EDI, then you can contact the people, those who are having the EDI network. Like if you are having a Google Pay by the other person, and directly you can type his number, it will be informed to you that he is having Google Pay, and immediately you can transfer the money. So you need not to take any permission from him to transfer the money to his account. So Open EDI is the trading partners can contact the other people, those who are having the EDI software or working with the EDI. That is Open EDI. And next, coming to the internet-based EDI, the basic operational internet accept of internet-based EDI is simply use communication protocol available on the internet to exchange the EDI data. So that is very important. Internet EDI will work under and with the communication protocols, FTP protocols, SMTP protocols is standard. Okay. So the communication of the documents is possible through these EDI documents are transmitted through communication protocol from one trading partner to the other trading partner. These communication channels are being used to send and receive internet-based EDI. They often refer to through a set of anonyms that are established by the mid-90s. Okay, so there is a technical road is done through these protocols to send the communication. Once my document is on the way with the protocol and to whom where I want to send, it will reach there and it is at the inbox of the trading partner, which was this protocol SMTP, HTTPS, FTP were established in 19. SMTP for internet-based EDI, the common technology in AS1, while HTTPS is AS2 and FTP is known as AS3. These are the security protocols. AS1, AS2, AS3 are the protocols that we will understand this unit 2. Okay, so these protocols, SMTP, HTTPS, and FTP protocols helps the internet protocols. These are internet protocols. Helps the organization to exchange documents between the trading partners. Okay. So then benefits of internet-based EDI. Internet-based EDI can have a number of benefits using the value-added network. WAN-based EDI and the other aggregations of EDI data change charge based on the amount of data that is used and transmitted over the lines. The data charge based on the amount of data that is used and transmitted over the lines. Okay, through value-added network, whenever this network is used and whatever the data used by this network will be, they will charge that, like our mobile protocols. By employing internet-based EDI and establish a direct link to your trading partners, bypassing the third parties and sending and receiving the data directly. When I would like to call to you, first my mobile is connected to the nearest cell phone tower. From that cell phone tower to the, and there is another cell phone tower, and maybe mobile, and it will go to the exchange, and exchange will en route to the other number, and other number again will connected to the mobile tower, and mobile tower again connected to the mobile phone. Okay, this is a process which is established in communication, mobile communication or telecommunication. Okay, earlier landlines are there. Landline is connected to the nearest exchange. Exchange is connected to the other exchange with cable, and from the other exchange cable to the, again a line is laid to the mobile land phone to the some other place. So this is a cable communication. So in this EDI, internet-based EDI will establish one-to-link between the partners. So there is no third party, and there is no need of threatening the threat of data theft. Okay, that will be avoided, and it was this benefit coupled with the low cost of using the internet and convinced with Walmart to switch their entire supplier network to internet-based easy. Here it would like to say that Walmart is using internet-based ECI, where it is very convenient to them, and also it is very low cost it is, where internet-based EDI is used by Walmart for their supplier network. Only one to require use of internet ECI. Other retailers have also made this option available. So you have a landline phone, you have a mobile phone, and I have a mobile phone, and I can call to the mobile number, and your phone will connected, and you can speak with me. We will have a connection with both of us. In the same manner, internet-based EDI, the other party should also have the connection. Then only direct connection is possible. So business that rely on EDI for their operations using internet-based EDI can save a great deal of money and provide significant return on investment. Okay? Because the connection between them is one-to-one. That's why it is fast, authenticated. That's why cost is reduced. Also, return on investment is also automatically increased. Students, then coming to the future of internet-based EDI. So we are already discussed the protocols. One is SMTP, HTTPS, and FTP protocols, which are for AS1 and AS2, AS3 communications, were extremely expensive. There is solutions in the marketplace that are using internet-based ECI, significantly more cost-effective making it available technology not only for large organizations with hundreds of trading partners. Now, with the internet, which is available to the everywhere globally, and connecting one to one will be very easy. With the mobile technology and with the smartphones, now the business volume is increased at a large because of applications are coming, softwares are coming, technology is increasing, network is supporting, and that's why. So in future also, the many companies come together and share one EDI, which help them a lot. Okay, in this SAP is one of the example which SAP security analysis of portfolio. Uh, yes, it is not security analysis portfolio. You look at that what exactly SAP is, and there are different modules are there. Accounts module is there, HR module is there, where the network is used for exchanging the documents between the organizations. It is very old software and it is upgrading day by day. That is an example of EDI, and in future many companies will connect one to one to share their business with each other. Because of this, for smaller business who trade with only one or two trading partners, in coming days, this EDI may be available to the small partners also. So because of these developments, many small businesses are beginning to convert to this technology and are seeking software solutions that either include this technology or that have it available and add on at reasonable prices. Here, these with the protocols and communication protocols, it is EDI is possible for the large organization, and if it is made to cost less cost, then this will be used by small businesses and which are used for connecting each other, and also it can be provided with the small packages or add-on packages to use them in their business. Okay, so that is regarding our EDI in e-commerce. So what is our unit 4? Again, we will add in 2 minutes. Okay, this is our syllabus. First unit we completed. Second unit is pending. We have to do that one. Third unit is consumer-oriented applications we completed. Fourth unit we were understood in 8 videos. 8 videos. Okay, introduction, EDI standards, types of EDI applications, legal, security and privacy issues, and EDI and e-commerce, and EDI software implementation. And now next video we are going to understand about a very important one is e-marketing techniques. E-marketing techniques. What is electronic marketing and what are the search engines which we are using, directory services. And one is 5 Ps, very important question. How 5 Ps to understand, and e-advertisement techniques, VR, which is very popular in present days, that is virtual reality, and consumer expenses. Role of digital marketing is also one video we will make. And next videos you are getting the about e-marketing techniques, that is unit 5. In this, an important question is 5 P's of marketing. Those 5 P's are product, price, place, promotion, and we will understand each one. Okay, so that unit 4 we divided to 8 videos. 8 videos I explained one by one. I hope you understood well. Okay. EDI basics, process of EDI, history of EDI. In this video I told about, okay, EDI was first used in transportation. Transportation Data Committee. Okay, 1968 is the first time when the EDI initiated. EDI development. See, 1970 to present. 1970, business experiment with proprietary forms of EDI. Proprietary forms in the sense, two transportation companies or two any trading companies like that. 1973, communications were started. Protocols, okay, FTP protocol. 1975, EDI standards were released for transport industry. 1980, 80 and C. X12 EDI published for some industries, including retail sector and banking. 1980, 81 and 82, EDI standards published for cross industry. 1980 only for retail sector and banking, but 1981 and 82 it is for cross industry, in the sense for developed standards were developed for many industries. 1990, large business widely adopt standards based EDI, international EDI standards starts development. EDI fact and all these were started from 1990 onwards. Present situation is EDI continues to be adopted globally as the foundation for end-to-end automation. That is the advantage of EDI present used by the companies. Okay, many companies are using this software for their data transmission between their companies and between other companies. So EDI documents usually, these are the few examples only, but EDI documents are purchase orders, financial information letters, transaction bills, shipping request forms and notifications, and acknowledgement, feedback, transcripts, your marks memos. Okay, look your how your marks memos are constructing. This is the final photograph. Before that background, they are working like this, the EDI software. To convert a document in this form, purchase order form, look at here. 850 is there, somewhere else you will find 54001 document number. You will find this somewhere else, yes. Somewhere else, okay. And XYZ company. See the high address here, XYZ company, Main Street, okay, Fairview, CA 94168. This is the address they are writing with this standard format. Like our C language or okay. So after this program, we are getting in this form. So now information is converted into EDI format. EDI format. This format will go to the receiver, and receiver will see this view, output view. Okay, transcripts, marks memos, claims, business correspondence letters, like that. Users and users are EDI users are industries. All industries are using, many industries. Banking industries automatically. Most of the banks are using this. Each and every bank computerized. Retailing industry. Now we took the example in this video, Walmart, okay, which is retail industry, manufacturing industry, insurance sector for claim processing, healthcare sector for recording the data of the patient, healthcare, automotive, electronics, grocery, transportation, many more industries are using this. Okay, and come to the, they are using for their purpose in this slide. lecture 2 is EDI process and EDI component. Okay, I think you may go through this. Friends, bye.